Is it possible to criticize religion in such a way that someone that lives their life for their religion does not feel attacked when I do it? Can I deliver a rhetorical uppercut to religion without the most devout followers of that religion feeling at least a little jabbed in the stomach? I'm not talking about extremists here either. I'm talking about regular people who claim that they live for their version of God. I asked a very good friend of mine about this the other day who watches my videos and is devoutly Christian. He said that he thinks it is impossible for me to attack religion without feeling a little bit attacked himself. His answer didn't surprise me, but the implications of this are fascinating to me. Think about what this means. For instance, and I could have used a dozen examples here, but this is one of the most obvious that I like to use. If I say that Christianity's view of homosexuality is unfounded dogma, and because of this Christianity is a religion with innately anti-human tendencies, he will take a bit of that hit personally, even though he is not at all a hateful individual. One group thinks the other is immoral because they honestly believe their unseen deity has a stake in the matter, causing emotional suffering, suicide, and even murder. Yet Christianity, as well as the other Abrahamic faiths, command that we form this division. If we remove the religious belief, we would remove much of the problem and free millions to have a happier life. But religion works to keep the divide. My friend has a very big heart, and I believe that he would like to put humans first on the issue of whether it's moral or not. But he believes his God says otherwise, and that he must take God's side. Emotional terrorism? Yeah, I'd say so. My friend and I have also discussed the things that religion gives to people and whether I should consider that in my criticism. In the case of charity, and I'll include counseling in that category too, I'm glad that many religions find charity important. However, I can't help but think of the money that goes into the general church fund that goes to funding the institution and not the actual people that need the help. Not to mention that giving the help through a religious organization further entrenches religion, with the negative side effects I outlined and more. Imagine if all the money that went to religious organizations today went directly to charity instead. Not to mention the waste of resources for programs based on ideology and not actual effectiveness. Imagine how many fewer people would die of AIDS in Africa and elsewhere if Catholic Charities advocated for real sex education. Actually, we don't know the final death toll because they're still dying. I care deeply about people. With no sign of the God or gods that many insist are out there somewhere, there's no reason to believe that the well-being of humans should not be my first priority to fight for. If I believed that religion was going to consistently help me in that fight, and not when it just happens to dovetail with what they think their deity wants, then I would not speak out against it in the manner that I do, though I would still think their method of seeking knowledge through fervent belief, i.e. faith, was fatally flawed. Whether it's little things like telling you not to eat fish on Fridays, or big things like recommending death by stoning for having a relationship with the wrong person, religion finds myriad ways to turn human beings against each other or exert unreasonable control over us. So, my friend, when you watch my videos criticizing religion, understand that I do not do it based on some abstract notion of opposing an institution that you hold dear. I do it because I care about humanity too much to sit idly by while that institution reduces the quality of the human experience.